Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin, very slow day today for Bitcoin. Altcoins also have a rather slow day, even though there are some that are moving quite a bit, which is interesting. But overall, Bitcoin is just, well, still in its holding pattern. Very boring day. So let's take a look at this structure again. The structure still suggests, in my opinion, trend continuation overall to the upside in a fifth wave that could reach between round about $38,200 and $43,000. We talked about that earlier today when we looked at the daily chart for Bitcoin. Yeah. Now, looking at the short term here, my best interpretation is that this move up was a third wave, where it topped on the 24th of October at around $35,150. The move down was a three-wave move in an A wave. Then here a very long corrective structure like a B wave. So it could be a WXY structure in wave B. B waves are the most complex, you could say complex or complicated or difficult waves to forecast. Especially when we talk about a fourth wave correction, it can always attract high B waves. So basically fake outs to the upside. And now we are coming down, but the move down is not exactly impulsive. It rather looks corrective. So I yesterday gave you an idea of a micro count here. I already had to reset the B wave a little higher. So let's zoom into that. This is really not predictive as such. It's just how in an ideal world this decline should move if we're dealing with an ending diagonal to the downside, because this C wave, this C wave of wave 4 could be an ending diagonal. But for now, it's sort of following actually this trend line. So it's this trend line that the price already respected down there in the middle of October. So this is still being respected, but a break below the trend line I think could start that C wave here of wave 3. Then we should get a wave 4 and a wave 5 to complete this correction. Now I'm not telling you it has to go down that low, just meaning, as long as we stay basically below that wave 2 high at 35,130, it's at least, best count I have really. I mean, it can always start from here to the upside. The trend is up. I'm just watching the possibility for a deeper pullback because the last rally was corrective. And if this is an ABC structure, typically that C wave should go a little lower. Doesn't necessarily have to go below the low of the A wave. But yeah, it hasn't given me any evidence, let's say, that a low is already in. Either way, against 32,480, the focus can be on higher. It could morph into a more complex corrective structure, and if it does, I cannot rule out a much deeper pullback in a fourth wave that might go a little lower. So we've got two different support areas here. I would keep this one, the higher one, just for an ABC structure. If something more complex forms and this ABC forms just a wave W, then we get a next wave and a Y wave. I mean, this is what we ideally want to avoid, but that's possible. Okay, so if the next rally after this correction is finished is not wave 5 and is just going to form another lower high, then we probably deal with a complex WXY structure, which cryptos love to form. But that's sort of what we might have to prepare about. Really, I only have to take a bearish stance on Bitcoin as soon as we break below $29,550. Until then, yeah, the trend can be seen as up. And the moves that we see currently in this range, they are just corrective. So they would rather suggest trend continuation. There is not really much more to add. It's been a bit of a slow day. So hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.